Hi guys, it's Becky. It's Sunday, May 17th, a week from the last time I did a video. Some things have changed, some things haven't. I've been researching. I have a new camera. This is what I'm filming on. And I'm trying to learn how to get videos online for you guys. And I think I'm going to set up a YouTube private channel so I can share with you guys. And I'm trying to learn how to edit, which is very intimidating. So these probably aren't going to be edited. I'm just going to slap them up there. And as we go along through the summer, maybe I can learn how to edit and add some still photos. Just some fun stuff, hopefully. So I've been researching all week on how to fight my pests in my garden. I still think they're slugs because I discovered something when I was checking this morning, and I'll show that to you. And I'm going to destroy a bunch of slugs that I found. Inadvertently caught them. I'll show you that. But I brought an arsenal of stuff that I've been watching YouTube channels of homesteaders. Let's see, Living Traditions Homestead, Roots and Refuge. She's awesome. Let's see, Deep South Homestead. Just a bunch of information that I've been gathering, and I have an arsenal of tools that I'm going to use to try to beat these little stinkers. Anyway, we're going to walk around the garden again, and this is mostly to share with you guys, Dad, Mambo, the family, to show you what I'm doing. Plus, it's going to be a timeline for me to use next year, what to do, what not to do, because we forget, and I'm not good at making notes. So hopefully this will help plan next year's garden better, make some improvements, and learn. So I'm going to walk you around the garden. Okay, it's mostly cloudy today. It rained all day yesterday, so I wasn't able to get anything done. We are still battling slugs, and from what I've researched, identifying these leaves the way they're chewed is slugs. I am getting some new growth, so that's promising. But what I discovered, I went to replenish. Somebody left a beer out, so it's a stale beer. I was going to replenish, but caught a little baby slug in there. And I went to empty it out to put new beer in there, and discovered, I don't know if you can see that on camera. Oh, they're there. Bunch of slugs. So they will be getting salted and killed. Look what they've done. But I have a little guy trying to reach up and start climbing up. So we're getting there. Peas getting a little bit taller, but they just got munched. This one didn't have any slugs living under it. These are all just little things from the pine tree above me. This is new. That's all pine tree stuff. But this is, I tilled all this up and put the ground fabric down. This is woven ground cover. It is woven, so it's water will go through it, but it keeps the weeds down. And since it is woven, I just have a little hand torch. I just burn the edges, and that's how I make my holes to plant the plants. Now these were out of control in the sunroom and had to get them in the ground. Because I'm already getting, oh, there's a little spider. Already getting little buds and flowers starting. See that? Everything got a little dirty because it was raining. Some dirt splashed back. But see, there's another one. Oh, jerks. So, haven't caught any slugs in my beer bottles. I think I'm just attracting them to the plants. So I think I might pick those up and make it look nicer. Okay, I started a tray of pickling cucumbers since my other ones are getting munched on, and they came up great. These are Chicago pickling cucumbers from Baker Creek. I think their website is rareseeds.com, and they germinated super fast and they look great. There's one little guy that doesn't look so good in there, but Rick took some off the end of this tray and planted them over here, and one's okay. He got munched and he got munched. They like those little ones. They like the little fresh leaves like we do. And threw some onions in, and I replaced those 3 cucumbers in the empty spots from last week, and they're getting attacked. Now I'm gonna try to step over. And these are my zucchinis, and he's getting it bad, but I caught a slug. I don't know if I'm doing it right. There's an ant too. So with my arsenal, I'm going to use diatomaceous earth for the hard shell bugs, if I have any of those. Tomatoes. I've got vinegar water, which I've been told slugs don't like to cross. What else do I have? Cinnamon. I'll try sprinkling cinnamon. And if it is in fact ants, I do have some ant bait that I can put off to the side where it won't contaminate my food. That taro gel, it works great. I'll be trimming back this cilantro. That's pretty sad, but this is all new here. So I'll be cutting up all this junk. That one's still okay. He needs a trim. My salad greens aren't looking too hot. Oh, and these are new. I forgot what they are. Collard greens. This onion bed's looking better. A little more onions standing straight up. And what I discovered, oh, we have moles too. Came out the other day, and something entirely dug up an entire tomato plant. So some sort of critter. That'd be pretty big to do that. So I'll be replacing that today. I have plenty. And that's about it. Oh, look how tall this guy's gotten. Remember I said he's almost touching the trellis? how tall he is. That's awesome. That whole row, most all of them are touching. That's exciting. And I'll be trimming off some lower leaves. See how the bottom leaves splash back and damage? I'll be trimming these back as they grow up. I don't want any of that stuff splashing back on my plant. Let's go look at the sunroom. Okay, this is the sunroom. Excuse the mess. It's been a production zone. We have these big pots that we're going to grow peppers in, but we've just stuck a few things in there to keep alive. That's a lettuce that I'm regrowing from a store-bought lettuce, and two scallions that I'm growing from store-bought. This little tomato plant is the one that got dug up in the garden. I think the critter was after the egg I put in the bottom of a couple of the holes. I'm doing an experiment. I was told to crack an egg in the bottom of each hole, and it's good for growing tomatoes. These are all tomatoes that I started from seed. Look how big they're getting. I don't know what kind they are because we dropped the tray, the starter tray, and everything got mixed up. And these are Brussels sprouts. Those need to get in the garden, but I'm afraid they're going to get chewed up. And all these plants were supposed to go to someone else last week, but that didn't happen. And then here's some super steak and super sweet 100s. More carrots back here. Oh, I planted carrots out there. I forgot to show you that. But the ones in here are looking way better than the ones in the garden. So that's it. So all this stuff needs to find a home outside. I should just plant some things in here and see how they do. It gets really hot in here in the summer, though. I'm afraid they're going to burn. But the peppers can stay in here. They can tolerate that heat. So, excuse the mess again. Rick's trying to get the TV, excuse me, the TV working here at Grandpa's house. And here's some herbs. Still haven't been planted. Here's the pepper plants. They are looking beautiful. So they've been sitting outside, getting hardened off a little bit. There's a curly parsley, and that's a fuchsia coming back from last year. I thought it was completely dead, and it's got new leaves on it. So there you have it. Another week in the books, and we'll check back next week. Love you guys. Bye.